Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live at the Winnipeg Free Press News Cafe at 237 McDermott Avenue in the Exchange District. Every weekday during the Fringe Festival, we will be welcoming a different performer on stage here at the cafe to have a little chat and see a little bit of their show. That goes at 9:30 every weekday during the Fringe. So with us today, we have Carly Tarett. Now, she comes all the way from Manchester.
That's right.
And she has a very interesting show. It's called Princess Dee, the Princess Diana story retold.
That's right, yeah.
And tell us about this story, because you sort of take the Diana that we all know and love and give her story a twist.
Yeah, I wanted to tell the same story because I found it a fascinating story, but I wanted to set it somewhere slightly different to highlight the differences and the similarities. So I put my story on a very working class London housing project where the royal family are ruling the roost, but in a very different way.
Obviously, you know, Diana was the people's princess. Lots of people loved her. And so have you received any negative attention because of this?
Not really. I mean, I think really the story paints Diana in quite a good way. I feel for her. I feel for the way she was treated. She was very young when she was drawn into that family. So from Diana's point of view, not at all. There's a couple of people who are very big fans of the Queen who have advised maybe it would get their goat up a little bit, because I think the Queen is the way she is for a reason. She's had a big dynasty to hold on to, but I think she's been a little bit cold and harsh, and that's caused pain, especially to people like Diana in the past.
Can you explain how you took Diana's story and you said that you actually used some of her quotes and some things that did happen in her life. So
yeah.
Can you explain a little bit how you incorporated that?
Yeah, for sure. I was reading Andrew Morton's book, Diana, Her True Story, that she initially collaborated on in complete secrecy. You know, they were having to smuggle the tapes out of her flat at Kensington Palace. I basically included quotes to do with how she felt about the relationship that Charles had with Camilla. She said it felt a bit crowded, so I include quotes like that. The story is kind of peppered with these little quotes that real royal watchers would recognise, but I feel you don't have to recognise the quotes to enjoy the story at the same time.
You're going to do a little bit of your show for us. Can you tell us about the bit that you'll be doing?
I'm going to do the bit where I introduce the royal family, because I think that gives you an idea, a flavour of the show, of who these characters are and what they're like.
All right, well, I'll just point out that you are playing, or you are showing at Aqua Books.
That's right, every day now until Saturday. Yep.
Wonderful, and so that's where you can find this play if you'd like to see a little more. So we'll pull the chairs off the stage and it'll just take a minute to set up.
Thank you. Good to go? I'm going on a date. Can you keep a secret? All right. It's with Charlie Windsor. What do you mean you don't know the Windsors? Queenie Windsor, landlady at the King George pub. Oh my God, where have you been? Well, she's the head of the family and likes to keep things in order round here, describing her style as firm but fair. Oi, you! Get out! You're barred! Her husband, Phil the Greek, runs a chain of kebab shops. If it's 3 a.m. and you're too drunk to even taste your own tongue, then a king kebab might be just what you're looking for. It's pucker grub! You want onions on that? Charlie's one of 4 kids, but rumour has it Queenie always preferred her beloved Rottweilers. Slayer, Rover, and Scamp. Well, aside from the pub and the kebab shop, they own about 20 houses round here. They've got a motorbike yard and an upstairs gambling den at the pub. They got most of the coppers in their pocket, half the council, and they collect a tax from local businesses. My mate Jodie calls them the firm. She ain't too keen on me getting involved with them, but what can you do when you're in love?
Fingers up here. So that was a little scene that you just saw. Do I have a mic here? You might have to share your lap.
Okay.
That was a scene from Princess Dee.
Princess Dee.
The Princess Diana story retold. Carly Tarett, thank you so much for coming all the way from Manchester to the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. You can catch her show at Aqua Books.
Thank you.
So thanks for coming in, and you can catch us at 9:30 every weekday morning during the Fringe with a different performer live at winnipegfringepress.com. So from the Winnipeg Press News Cafe, I'm Tanya.